Namo Buddhaya, Namo Amitabha. Hello everyone. So today I feel like talking about what is a Buddha. So for many beginners into Buddhism and also include many Buddhists, when we mention the word Buddha, they may think it just refers to Shakyamuni Buddha, the Buddha in our world. While this is true, there is actually much more meaning behind the word Buddha. So first of all, the word Buddha in Sanskrit literally means the awakened one, the perfectly enlightened one, the one who has achieved complete liberation from all sufferings in life and who has realized the truth of life and the universe. So the word Buddha is actually a title that is given to a completely enlightened being. If you are a completely enlightened being, you can also be called a Buddha. Of course, this is not easy to realize complete enlightenment. This is probably the most difficult thing in the world. It's not just one lifetime's effort, but really countless lifetimes' effort. So the Buddha is not God. In Buddhism, we don't believe there is actually a single creator that is capable to create and controls everything in the world. If there were a creator like that, then the creator is actually not doing a good job in the world. Why are there so much suffering in the world? Why does the creator, if there were one, allows his own creation to suffer in the first place? Why were we born with so many differences? Why some other people, when they were born, they're just so much better off than others, much more prettier, with much more wealth, etc. It's the creator bias. So in Buddhism, we don't talk like that. There isn't a single absolute creator who is capable of creating and controlling everything. But in Buddhism, there are lots of gods, lots of heavenly beings who reside in the heaven. And the heaven realm is not eternal yet. It's just one of the 6 realms in the cycle of reincarnation. This we will discuss more when we talk about the 6 realms of reincarnation. So Buddha is not God, but it is a title that's given to a completely enlightened being. So that's why Buddhism is not just like another religion, and we don't worship the Buddha like the God. It is very different. The Buddha is our very good teacher who teaches us the path of awakening to help us liberate from all sufferings in life. If anything, the Buddha wants all of us to become Buddhas. And the Buddha also told us that the Buddha nature, that is the awakened nature, is within all beings, which means that all beings all have this potential of realizing Buddhahood, of becoming a Buddha. So the Buddha nature is within all of us, and to realize Buddhahood is like to realize the ultimate potential of a being. So we actually all have the potential to have the perfect wisdom and blessings like the Buddha. But of course, this is difficult, perhaps the most difficult thing to do in this world. And in the future, we'll also talk about why and all these different stages of enlightenment, and why realizing enlightenment is actually such a difficult thing to let go of the attachment, not only the attachment to the self, the attachment to lust, the attachment to greed, anger, ignorance, all kinds of attachment and separation. This is indeed not easy to do. But if the Buddha nature is within all beings, of course, it's only sensible that there are also other Buddhas in other worlds. So Shakyamuni Buddha in the sutra also told us about Amitabha Buddha from the Western Pure Land, and also other Buddhas in other Buddha lands. So Buddha lands and Buddha fields are the world where the Buddha resides to teach. So the Buddha in Mahayana Sutras actually told us there are actually infinite Buddhas in infinite worlds, infinite realms, who are teaching the Dharma. And sometimes we also hear this expression, if you read the sutra, all the Buddhas of the 3 times or the 3 periods. So the 3 periods are the past, present, and future. So there are also many past Buddhas. And the present Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, is the present Buddha in our world. a matriarch Buddha is the future Buddha in our world. However, there are also other present Buddhas that are teaching in other worlds, and also other future Buddhas that will be teaching in other worlds and in our world. The Buddha actually transcends time and space. The parinirvana of the Buddha is like a game. Right? The Buddha actually never really died. The true lifespan of the Buddha is actually infinite life. But it's just when their teaching mission is over in one world at one particular time, then they may just disappear temporarily and they will be teaching in other worlds, or they can come back to the same world but in different manifestation bodies, different Nirmanakayas. So the Buddha has actually never really left us. This we'll talk more in the near future. And if we attain rebirth in Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land in this lifetime, we will also realize Buddhahood in the Pure Land and will also be the future Buddhas. So Shakyamuni Buddha told us that to nianfo and to attain rebirth in Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, this is the easiest way for us to realize Buddhahood. This is indeed hard to believe Dharma, but many people, since ancient China and until nowadays, they have seen Amitabha Buddha and have attained rebirth in the Pure Land. I've also shared some rebirth cases in my channel, and I'll also talk about this more in the future. So may all beings realize Buddhahood. I realize this boundless love, boundless wisdom, boundless compassion, infinite light, infinite life, the ultimate potential of who we are, and the oneness in all things and all beings. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Amitabha.